being told to just practice more, to change your thinking, or to take deep breath and it will pass, I need you to know something. Those pieces of advice aren't just incomplete. They are actively reinforcing the exact problem you are trying to solve. It's not your fault they haven't worked. It's that these tips come from a big misunderstanding of how anxiety actually works in your body. Today, I'm going to dismantle the 3 most common myths about public speaking anxiety, and by the end, you are going to understand why everything you have tried so far hasn't worked and what actually does work. This might challenge everything you have been taught, but when you finish this video, you will have more clarity about your anxiety than you have had in years of trying to overcome it. I'm Laura Muñoz Salvatierra. I'm a cognitive behavioral hypnotherapist with a master's in psychology, and I am specialized in public speaking anxiety. But before I became a therapist, I was someone who lived exactly what you are living right now. I remember standing in front of my team as a manager in a mental health organization in London, feeling my voice tremble, feeling my chest tighten, even though I knew exactly what I wanted to say. I would spend hours preparing only to freeze in the actual moment. I tried everything they told you. More practice, changing my thoughts, breathing deeply, nothing worked. It wasn't until I studied neuroscience and specialized in cognitive behavioral hypnotherapy that I understood why traditional advice fails and what actually creates lasting change. Today, I'm going to share what I wish someone had explained to me years ago. You just need to do it more times. Expose is the cure. Repetition builds a skill. Practice makes perfect. Imagine now someone with an important presentation at work. They know it's crucial. They prepare obsessively. They rehearse the content 10 times, memorize every transition, practice in front of the mirror, record their voice, review every slide until it's perfect. In their mind, if they control every detail, the fear won't have space. The day arrives, they walk into the meeting room, and their body reacts exactly the same as always. Racing heart, closed throat, blank mind, all that preparation evaporated in seconds. Why this advice failed? Because every time you expose yourself to a situation while your nervous system is in threat mode, with your heart racing, breathing shallow, body panicking, your amygdala, which is the danger detection center in your brain, doesn't register that you survived. It registers danger. This is called fear reconsolidation, and it's exactly the opposite of what the confidence industry promises you. Each time you expose yourself without regulating first, you are not building confidence. You are practicing anxiety. Your brain files that experience as, you see, this situation is dangerous. Look at the level of panic we had to activate. That's why you can speak in public 10 times and still feel the same terror on attempt number 11. Because your nervous system hasn't learned safety, it has learned threat. And what happens after months or years of this? This person starts avoiding. They decline presentations. They let opportunities pass. Maybe they even leave a job they like. And on top of that, they blame themselves. Why can't I just get over this? It's not that you are not trying hard enough. It's that you have been given the wrong map. My method isn't about practicing more. It's about practicing differently. And the difference starts because practice happens first in the mind. We train the complete mental rehearsal of the situation you want to face, from beginning to end, to teach your body how to respond with calm and confidence before you experience it in reality. So when you train the experience in your mind, feeling the calm, thinking with clarity, acting with control, your body recognizes afterwards as familiar. And when the real moment arrives, your body already knows how to respond, not with panic, with calm. This way, we don't just deactivate the alarm response, we re-educate the nervous system so it no longer reacts with anxiety, but with serenity and control. It's not magic, it's how the brain learns. Now, let's move to the second myth. It's all mental. Change your thinking, journal, repeat affirmations. If you accept your fears, they will disappear. This is the one the personal development industries loves most because it sounds empowering. Believe in yourself, visualize success, replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Imagine a professional preparing for an important meeting. They have done work, journaling, affirmations. They repeat, I am prepared, I'm capable, I can do this. And in the quiet of the home, they believe it, it feels real. But the moment the meeting arrives, their body panics anyway. All those positive thoughts gone. Why does it fail? Because when your nervous system perceives threat, your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for rational thinking, literally goes offline. You lose access to complex thinking. In that state, you cannot access positive thoughts. Your body has already decided you are in danger, and no amount of mental reframing will override a physiological threat response. This is a fundamental mistake, treating confidence as a thought problem when it's actually a body problem. The person still has intense nerves during the meeting, but now frustration and guilt are added. Why doesn't it work? I have worked so hard on my mindset. What's wrong with me? Nothing. There is nothing wrong with you. You have just been told to start in the wrong place. And now the third myth, and perhaps the one that does the most damage because it seems so simple. Just breathe deeply. Relax, calm down. How many times have you been told this? You are about to speak. Your heart is already racing, and someone tells you, don't worry, just breathe deeply. So you try, and you inhale deeply, exhale slowly, but your heart beats faster. Your throat stays closed, and your minds keep racing. You don't just fail to calm down. Now you also feel more frustrated because not even breathing works. Okay, let me tell you, breathing does work, but only when your body already associated with safety. If you try to use it right in the middle of anxiety, your body doesn't recognize it as a calm signal because it hasn't been trained to do so yet. It's as if your body is shouting danger and you are whispering, but breathe slowly. The alarm system is louder than the whisper. It's like trying to put out a fire with a glass of water. It's not that water doesn't work, it's that you need to have prepared it beforehand with the right amount at the right time. And what happens when not even breathing deeply helps you? You tell yourself, nothing works for me. Frustration, you start thinking worst of yourself. I have a really big problem. Maybe this will never change. But the problem isn't you. The problem is that you were given the tool without the training. That's why in my method, we first train breathing in moments of tranquility, when there is no anxiety, so the body learns to link it with a real sensation of safety. Only then, later on, can use it in moments of exposure and notice your body responses with calm instead of tension. Additionally, I also teach a technique that reinforces this learning. You train your body to activate calm and confidence with an invisible gesture right when you are speaking in public. Imagine being able to feel calm and secure while speaking just with a gesture that nobody notices. This is the type of strategy I teach in my method. Mental and physical practices that re-educate your system so calm isn't an effort but a natural response. That's why nothing you have been told works in the real moment. But there is a different way. A way that doesn't try to control fear, but to retrain the response from its root. In the next part, I'm going to explain why faking confidence or waiting for time to heal also doesn't work. And I'm going to show you exactly how to start training real calm, the kind of calm that your body recognizes and maintains even under pressure. Meanwhile, I would love to know, which of these 3 myths did you believe was true? Leave it in the comments. I read everyone. And if you want to start working with me to truly retrain your nervous system, you can book a clarity call with me. The link is in my profile. You can also join my newsletter where I share techniques and principles from the method every week. Also in my profile. See you in part 2. Thanks for being here.